Hi, I'm here at Haven's Garden. I'm going to do a rant today just to let you know what's been going on. But I first want to just start out by saying thank you to everyone that has been standing with me and supporting me. It means the world to me. I also want to give a special thank you to Daniel Horowitz from The Blaze, Anthony from Alpha News, Charlotte from Epoch Times, and of course Jake from Action for Liberty, and Jay from Rocks and Cows. Just thank you for all that you are doing to try to get the word out of what's been going on. So today I am going to start off by reading what I had read to Judge Gruing on Friday. So if everyone could bear with me for a minute, and then I will tell you on her ruling today. So I started out by saying, "Good morning, Judge Gruing. For whom is the Constitution for? For Governor Walz to use and abuse we, the people's resources, in which he uses judges, sheriffs, courts, and police officers to unleash the full arm of the law to bully, threaten, and harass law-abiding businesses is a disgrace. That our government thinks that they have the power and authority to throw out our Constitution and once again pick whom they deem worthy of being essential and a non-essential in this day and age is the exact reason why our forefathers fought, died, and bled so that we could be free to run our lives, businesses, and churches. We have seen what our government has done under the guise of helping our society. During slavery, the Dred Scott decision 660 U.S. 393 in March of 1857, Chief Justice Taney expressed the most pro-slavery viewpoint. He wrote, "The act of Congress which prohibited a citizen from holding and owning property of this kind in the territory of the United States north of the line therein mentioned is not warranted by the Constitution and is therefore void, and that neither Dred Scott himself nor any of his family were made free by being carried into this territory, even if they had been carried there by the owner with intention of becoming a permanent resident." Chief Justice Taney first held that Scott was not entitled to sue because he did not consider him a citizen of the United States. He stated that blacks, either free or slave, have been regarded as being of an inferior order with no rights which the white man was bound to respect. He also argued that the Constitution and Bill of Rights did not apply to slaves. Justice Benjamin Robbins Curtis and Justice John McLean dissented. They argued, more importantly, that the majority erred in finding that Scott was not a citizen. In their opinions, Justice Curtis and McLean both took issue with how Justice Taney characterized the intent of the Founding Fathers, noting that blacks were allowed to vote in several states at the time of the Constitution's ratification. According to Justice McLean, the majority's ruling was more a matter of taste than of law. How different would the lives of so many Americans have been if the Chief Justice had followed the Constitution and not the whims of the times? But more importantly, how different would America be today? During the Civil Rights era, Governor Orville Eugene Fabus once again overstepped his authority and refused to follow a unanimous decision by the United States Supreme Court ruling in the Brown versus Board of Education. He again trampled on the Constitution. How many more people have to suffer and die under governors who do not uphold their oath to the Constitution and we the people? Equal protection under the law, the 14th Amendment, and our Constitution does not just apply when everything is running smoothly. It is precisely therefore when a president, governor, mayor, or the world has gone upside down. That is when we stand on our inalienable rights given to us by Yahweh God, the creator of the universe. This is when we, the people, are to hold steady, cling, and depend on our Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The people who have been hurt the most and have the highest death rate in the world, 133 per 100,000 from COVID, is our Native American indigenous people on the reservations. Once again, we will see a governor who is clearly abusing his power. Ironically, the one place where Governor Walz says he can't shut down and has no authority over a sovereign nation is the one place he actually can. I've never heard such foolishness. Clearly in 25 U.S.C. 231, this is precisely where he actually has the authority, but he refuses to use it. But where he truly has no authority over shutting down my business and other small businesses, he wants to claim that he does. How is it that in Governor Tim Walz's Emergency Executive Order 2004, he never exempted or excluded reservations from opening? And yet clearly in his other mandates, he specifically signals them out with an exemption and allows them to remain open. If he has no authority to shut them down, Why would he have to explicitly say what they don't have to follow? When we start allowing governors to infringe and destroy people and businesses they deem unworthy of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness by picking and choosing pieces of codes and statutes to put together to fit their narrative or the whims of the times, we will lose everything we hold close and dear. Governor Walz and these government workers from the health department are able to earn their paychecks while denying other people their paychecks. We were all supposed to be in this together. Yet so many government workers and white-collar jobs can be done online while brick-and-mortar businesses get crushed. Again, even if the government was justified, this is exactly what the just compensation requirement expressed and why the Fifth Amendment was written to address. As the Supreme Court said in Armstrong versus United States, 1960, the Fifth Amendment taking clause was designed to bar government from forcing some people alone to bear public burdens, which in all fairness and justice should be borne by the public as a whole. This decree of lockdown is a regulation that is tantamount to a taking in Section 1231, National Security or Peacetime Emergency Declaration. The lapse of these emergency powers does not, as regards any act occurring or committed within a 30-day period, deprive any person, political subdivision, municipal corporation, or body public of any right to compensation or reimbursement that it may have under this chapter. Has Governor Walz or anyone from the Attorney General's office ever asked me if we are okay as they destroyed and shut down my livelihood? Their answer is no. But what they have done is make me pay taxes, giving me fines and threats of jail, workhouse, work farm, or both. Never have they offered to compensate any business. There is something wrong when we have it backwards, when I am the one who has to pay for the government to shut down and not vice versa. If we are all in this together, why should small business owners who take the strongest financial risk in life have to suffer more than those working for large corporations or the government? And they will never have to worry about losing their paychecks, especially when there is no evidence that restaurants contribute to the epidemic. Certainly not more than Walmart, Home Depot, and restaurants on the reservations. We're being told by the legal system, and this was affirmed by judgment a couple days ago in the Western District of Washington, that massive corporations like Amazon can collude with other internet server providers and discriminate against an entire group of people to the point that they are completely shut out from communication, commerce, and employment. We're being told that they are private businesses and can do what they want even when they collude to discriminate. Yet on Wednesday, January 20th, 2021, I was again served with papers from the Minnesota Department of Health stating that my license will be revoked because an inspector cited EO 2081 that none of my employees were observed wearing face masks. Yet I have followed the unlawful and unconstitutional mandate. My workers clearly have an exemption from their doctors. Not only that, the Minnesota Health and Human Services said they supersede my local county authority, Southwest Health and Human Services, who voted unanimously in giving me back my license. But yet the Minnesota Department of Health and Human Services won't recognize or acknowledge that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land and supersedes and trumps everything else. Marbury versus Madison. For Governor Walz to want to shackle me in chains of slavery dependent on the government to tell me when I can and can't work, when I can or can't feed my children is again abuse of powers by our government. Yet here I am, a single mom and business owner, willing and ready to serve anyone without discrimination, yet I am being punished by government regulations that are so severe they shut down my entire business. I am hoping and praying that you, Judge Grewing, would please send a clear and resounding rebuke to the governor and the attorney general that they cannot throw out our Constitution and bring frivolous litigations into your courtroom, and that they cannot destroy people they think are non-essential. Thank you. So that is what I had wrote to give to the judge last Friday. And so today I got, what is it called? Her verdict, and she is citing me with a $1,000 fine. But what you're not understanding is, in this fine, it is $1,000 a day until they want me to sign. This is so crazy. Sign my life away is how I look at it. To sign a paper that states that I will forever go with whatever the governor says, without question, without any authority, just whatever he says, whatever mandate he comes up with, I have to agree with. I guess now in America we have no freedom of thought, no freedom of consciousness, no freedom to speak, no freedom to run our businesses. We have to be dictated by the governor to say when we cannot eat, cannot feed our families. For the judge to again rule against me is unbelievable. I do not understand in this day and age. Well, I can. That's the problem. In this day and age, we clearly see what's been going on, that we have no voice, or at least they think we have no voice. But it's time for Americans to come together, Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Conservative, whatever. We, the American people, have to come together and send a strong message to our government that they are not the ones in control. They are not the one that holds the power. It's we, the people. They're supposed to do what we want. So I don't know if you guys realize. So not only did they say they're fining me $1,000 a day until I sign this, again, what, an unconstitutional mandate that I have to follow for the rest of my life, no matter what he says. No matter what he says. Yeah. That they have revoked my license, even though, again, our local authority unanimously gave it back to me. So it's, again, where is the power, I guess? Who has the authority? When the ultimate authority, which is our inalienable rights that come from Yahweh God alone, and he blessed us with this great land, this, our Constitution, the Bill of Rights. That's what we have to stand on. If a judge, a governor, doesn't stand on these things, on the oaths that they swore to, an oath to uphold the Constitution, not to do what a governor says or to do what any man says, they take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And if they cannot do that, they do not belong in power. Sorry, today, this last week has, well, this whole thing has been a little bit frustrating, and tiring. But again, sorry I haven't been able to update anything because I'm banned on Facebook. Ooh. So I can't post anything, and I don't like doing it this way because I mess up so many times and I start over, but now I'm rambling, so I'm sorry. So I guess if you want to ask me any questions, you can email me or text me. I will upload the new order that she gave me. And I'm wondering if you guys are aware what's even in the executive order themselves. If you go to my YouTube, I don't know if you saw my indoctrination class, mandated indoctrination class that I took. It's posted on my YouTube channel. But in there I clearly stated, because in her, what would you call it, her ruling, it says that I'm not following what the executive orders state, and I clearly stated when in my mandatory indoctrination class that I am following the Constitution. I am following the Civil Rights Act. I am following, even in the mandate itself, where it clearly states if your employees have an exemption from their doctors, which all of us do, we do not have to wear a face mask or a face shield. But again, I don't need an executive order or exemption from my doctor to tell me that I don't have to wear a face shield or a covering, because I know my breath, my life comes from the creator of the universe. And for anyone to think that they are allowed to muzzle me, to silence me, to keep me quiet, I'm sorry, they have another thing coming. And it's unbelievable that they don't even follow their own mandates that they have out there, that they don't even know what they are. See, again, when we let these rogue judges, rogue governors go out there and stifle us, we the people, what more can we do when we can go in our houses, when we can come out of our houses, where we can and cannot eat, what we can and cannot say, what churches we can go to, when we can go to church, when we can't go to church, who we can listen to, who we can't listen to, what things I have to put in my body, what don't I have to put in my body. Oh wait, that's the time now, isn't it? That's what we're living in. This is not an alternate reality. This is our day and age now. When are we going to get mad? When are we going to get fed up and say enough is enough? No. Our election, I don't even say stolen because it's unconstitutional. You can't legalize something that is not legal. So you don't even have to say it was unconstitutional. All you have to say is unconstitutional. Not that it was stolen, which we all clearly know that it was. Sorry, I'm going off, but I don't even know where to go. So again, how many more rights of ours do you want it? Where do you want it to go? Starts with what? No church, no school, or only the schools they say you can go to. No businesses. Oh wait, only the businesses they say we can go to. I have no words to say that we don't see what's going on, that we have not woken up yet. What more do they have to do to us? Until I'm locked away in chains, until other small businesses who have lost everything, who have committed suicide. How many more people have to die for these governors to push a narrative that they want to push? How many people are hurting? How many children are hurting? We don't even know what the damage we have caused to our children. Both ways, wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. What damage have we caused? What damages are we continuing to cause? But are we gonna give up? I'm tired today, so no, I'm still not gonna give up, but I am exhausted, but that's okay. I'm still excited that retired Sheriff Mack will be here Friday. And for all the people that are going through this, I'm sorry. I just want to say again, thank you. If you can reach out to, I want to say a huge, if everyone could reach out to Pastor Knappen in Alexandria, Minnesota, who has been standing and fighting for churches, for you and me, who has been fighting the governor from the beginning to keep his church open, fighting to preach the word, fighting. Now it's time for us to fight with him, to stand with him, to let him know that he is not alone, that we are here for him. So if everyone could just reach out to him and just show him support, show him some love. If you are in the Alexandria area or close by, if you could visit his church on Sunday, it's Cornerstone, I believe. If you could just go visit him and let him know that we are supporting him, standing with him, that there are true patriots out there who support him, speaking up, standing up for us, standing up for our inalienable rights, our God, Yahweh-fearing rights that he has given us. Just thank you again for all of the support that I am receiving. It really means the world to me and my girls. And I'm sorry I can't update as much as possible. If you could go to my YouTube channel, the reason I asked everyone to go subscribe there is because I cannot live stream from my phone or from my iPad, because you have to have 1,000 followers or something. I can use my computer, but it sort of doesn't work, so I can't live stream from there. So if you could please just go follow me on YouTube. I need to get 1,000 subscribers so I can start doing live streams again. So much easier for me to do live stream than to try to record it and then upload it and all that stuff. So I would really appreciate it if everyone could go do that. And so as of right now, I guess I'm being fined $1,000 a day for every day that I'm open, even though we are allowed to be open. But until I sign my life away, and bow down, oh hail Governor Walz, and let him know that, oh, I will blindly follow his executive orders every day of my life from today till eternity. Hail Governor Walz. Sorry guys. I don't know what it's been a long weeks. So I'm just saying, yeah. So I guess as of right now, I am open. And again, I follow the Constitution. I follow the civil rights. I follow HIPAA. I follow ADA. I follow OSHA. I even follow the unconstitutional, unlawful, unethical mandates that say we can have an exemption from our doctors. So thank you. If you have any questions, sorry I can't answer them now, but if you have any questions, I will try to answer them later on. So now let me see if I can actually upload this. We will see what happens. Wish me luck. Okay, bye.